Hello everyone, CCG Collector here. I know it's been a while since my last video, but something rather remarkable happened and it was too good not to share with all of you. This, as you might notice, is my playmat that I use for Wyvern videos, and in fact today is one such video. So, a little background about Wyvern. Back when the game was going strong, they had a lot of mail-ins you could do, some promotions, things of that sort. One particular one that they offered was the ability to turn in 50 empty Kingdom booster packs. You would take them, you'd mail them up to US Game System, and they would get you a pack of those Phoenix reprint cards, the number 240 to 277, I believe, that you could normally only get in Kingdom starter decks. Well, there was a time, a few years back, when I was trying to figure out how I could get my hands on those Phoenix reprints, because they're hard to find. I mean, today especially, you can't find them at all. Where are you going to find a Kingdom starter? And I thought, well, that is too good to pass up. I know they've been out of business, or at least out of Wyvern for decades, but let's shoot off a letter, see what they say. So I took my letter, I typed it up, I said, hey, US Game System, I am the CCG Collector. Gave them my actual name, my address, all that. I said, I know, it's been a while since you're running this promotion, but I've got my dollar, I've got my booster packs. Can you help me out? Or at least give me some information if there's someone from your company who still knows about this. That was in 2017, 4 years ago, prior to the shooting of this video. Well, today I got a box in the mail, and I didn't know what it was, so I did open it, but I thought I would share it just the same. And this, let's see if I can get this out here. You may recognize that address right up there in the top corner. It says US Game System Incorporated in Stamford, Connecticut. That's right. They sent me a package 4 years later. It's got some stuff inside. It's got this letter. See the return, US Game System. Systems. I don't know why I keep on using the singular there. Let's see what that has to say. So, got some fantastic letterhead here, US Games Systems Incorporated, with their logo and Wyvern logo, the date of it, and they say, Dear CCG Collector, thank you for your letter and the 50 Kingdom Edition booster wrappers you submitted. We so appreciate your dedication to the classic Wyvern card game. Your YouTube channel is an impressive amalgamation of rare and unusual cards and commentary. We are regretful to inform you that the Phoenix expansion pack is no longer available. It is our hope that the enclosed Premier Limited Edition Booster Pack, Wyvern Kingdom Booster Pack, and Chameleon expansion set will satisfy the collector in you. We will be looking forward to the booster opening video of your new Wyvern cards. Kind regards, Trey Donahue, Sales and Customer Service Associate. So, that is awesome. They fell onto the floor here, but they returned my dollar that I sent in for that, so that's awesome. And they said they enclosed a booster pack from each of a couple of sets, but they did more than that. They did Chameleon, 1, Premier Limited, 1, 3 Kingdoms, and 4 limited editions. So they say hopefully this satisfies the collector in me. Honestly, the collector in me would rather keep some things like this one and that one sealed, but when a company sends you their product and says, we love your videos, we want to see you open these on camera, you better believe I open them on camera. So, we'll start with this Wyvern Premier Limited Edition Booster Pack. And it's got 15 collectible fantasy trading cards, Premier Limited Edition. Now this was the very first print run of the set, only had 135 cards I believe, and had some cost differences from when it was reprinted in Kingdom on some of the cards, but this was also the only place where you could find the ultra rare silver and gold Wyverns. So wouldn't that be something if we had one of those today? We start with a Frozen Lake. I'm sure the commons are first. Ghani, Forest Fire, Basilisk. Okay, so that's my rare, and I actually like Basilisk quite a bit. Just a bomb card. Bomb Dragon kills himself, and any other dragon in battle, no action cards are played in a battle with Basilisk. Now, he does have a strength of 3. The only point of that is just to say you have to pay 3 gold pieces to play him. Okay, so it must be 3 uncommons first, then the rare, then Cauldron, Knight, Coral Reef, Help, Colchis, River, Beowulf, Pearl, Cave, Meteor Shower, and Golden Apples. So these are Premier Limited Edition. You can tell because they have no set symbol, but they also have no black dot next to the card number. Only the Premier Limited Edition had both of those features, or lacked both of those features, if you will. So that was Premier. We'll just go in chronological order, move on to Limited Edition. Now this took the Premier cards, expanded them to 239 total, I'm pretty sure, made some corrections and adjustments, and they also added, still no set symbol, but they added a little black dot to the front of the card number. So these I'm going to go through a little bit faster because we've got 4 packs of them. Our rare, I believe, is Place Your Bets. Then we've got Pick a Treasure. Oh, yeah, here are all the commons. Colchis again, Meteor Shower. Wyvern. Gotta love Wyvern. It's a common card. It's the most common card in the game. But I think it's a decent card. Strength 4, flying. And it doesn't cost any extra gold beyond the 4 you need to play it. So that is awesome. Pack number 2 from Limited Edition. Oh, and yeah, just to get a little comparison, here is Premier Limited Edition. This purple pack, here is Limited Edition, this blue pack. You can see the coloring is different, you can see the text at the top is different. But other than that, they are pretty similar. And when we get to the Wyvern Kingdom packs, I will do a comparison of that as well. Come on. Open up. Delphine. So I like this one. It's Scout. Scouts are always great. It's a flying scout. And you get 1 card from your treasure hoard draw pile. So draw a card each time he discovers a terrain, which is the whole point of scouts. I think that's pretty neat. Crevice. Oh, yes. There's a chance I actually needed this card, so that's cool. Underground Avalanche. Yeah, who'd have thought, you know, after all these years I still need a couple cards, but yep, Invisibility. So that is our rare, and that is a very unusual card to the point that I believe it is banned in tournament play. Just because it's so goofy. All cards starting battle face down stay face down, and all battle action cards are played face down. After all cards are played, they are revealed in the order played. Everything must be paid for, and it's just messy and kind of goes against the spirit of the game, but it is what it is. Another pack number 3 of the 4 limited edition packs. See what we get. See if we get any rare ones, any of the popular cards. We got Ruins, Midgard Serpent, and a Lambton Worm. I like this one. You can pay 1 gold to remove him from your Dragon Lair discard pile back onto the table face down. So basically, the way that Wyvern works, you get 6 spots to put dragons and terrain. Once those are all gone, you can't put any more and you lose the game. Every time a dragon dies or a terrain is discovered by a scout, it goes away, you can't refill the space. So having cards on the field is very important, very useful. And the fact that Lambton Worm can come back is also awesome. So, speaking of also awesome, we have got one of the color dragons. Some people think that they're overcosted. They're not always the best the best cards, and that's how a lot of games are. You have the most expensive cards are not always the best cards. Yeah, expensive in terms of cost to play. But this one is immune to Dragon Slayers, as are all the color dragons: red, black, blue, white, and yellow. And you get 1 gold from the gold mine. Each of your draw phases, yellow dragon is face up, which is useful. Can't go wrong with that, really. Marduk Potion, Hailstorm, Poisonous Air, Healing, Heat Wave. Cool. So that's that. Put that off to the side there. This is the final limited edition booster pack. We have got Griffin, Python, Ia, and the rare, Medea's Spell. Dragon of your choice is now strength 0 for the rest of the battle. Not bad. Tear, Sigurd, Fountain of Youth, another Wyvern, most common card in the game. Help, Poisonous Air, Sword, Fireball, and Gully. Okay, I'll just set these over here. Keep this pack just for comparison's sake. So now we can look at all 3 of these packs, and I really should have done this before opening them, but whatever. You can see here are the packs that share the same look and feel. So Phoenix is going to look different. I don't have one on hand, and Chameleon obviously looks different. But these all share the same look. Premier is purple, Limited is bluish purple, I think that's called indigo, and Kingdom is bold green. So that's that. Put this here, put that over there. These are actually getting a lot harder to find these days. It used to be you get a booster box with 36 packs for 30 bucks, 40 bucks. Now I think they're over 100. That's the market for you. And that's a whole video to itself on prices and what I think of this past year and all that, but that's not why we're doing cards today. Gani, Lindworm, also noticed Kingdom, no more black dot next to the card number, but they do have a little icon of a wyvern, so you know it's from Kingdom and not from Premier. Lindworm, Pit, and Jormungandr. Now we talk about your big dragons. How about the biggest of them all? Strength 7. I think there's also a Behemoth, which is a Strength 7 flying, but yeah, this is a heavy hitter for sure. That's almost a fourth of your gold, over a fourth, almost a third of your starting gold. You start with 25 gold, and it would cost 7 of that to play him. So, oof. And so the problem is, we talk about why the most expensive cards are not always the best cards. It's because games like this so often have ways to get around the big guys. You can either cancel a battle, or you can flip them you can flip them back face down and make the owner of the card pay for them if he flips it back up again. You have your things like Power Switch, which switches the power of the two dragons, or Poison Chalice, which says the lowest strength wins this. So you have a Strength 0 scout, costs you nothing to play. You play Poison Chalice for, what is it, 2? Maybe 3? And for that meager cost, now you've taken out something that costs them 7 to play, and they don't even get anything off it. Or he hits a terrain, and the terrain says kills any dragon strength 4 or greater. Oh, so much for that. You just paid all your money, and that's what you have to show for it. So, cool card. Certainly hard to deal with, especially in a limited kind of format, like a cube, where not everyone's going to have 4 of all the counter cards in their decks. But I imagine constructed, you would never see that fellow in the deck. Pack number 2, absolutely shredded apart, because who needs to open packs well? Python, Ea, Chimera, and Magnetic Field. Now this is a very good card. Counter spell for anything, any action anyway. Magnetic Field can be played at any time to counter the play of any kind of action card. Now I believe this is one of the cards that only costs 2 in the Premier set, but even if it didn't, this is a pretty much instant add to play set to every time you construct a deck. I've been having some great packs. I got Gold, I got Basilisk, which I like. The Magnetic Field here, all sorts of good stuff. Fendor's Army, a couple other things. Alright, put that over there. Yeah. I was, honestly, I thought, whoa, wouldn't that make for good, it's not good television, it's not good cinema, but a good video if the Premier Limited had one of those 175 or whatever ultra rares ever printed. It wasn't meant to be, but it was a nice thought for all of 10 seconds. Pack-a-Jack finds. And I like this one too. Oh my goodness. Dragons in this row cost 1 less gold when turned face up. Now you play big boys like Jormungandr or whatever his name is. I'd have to look at the spelling. Cost 7. You'll want to make any discount you can get. Any little bit of budget cutting. So that's awesome, and that applies to any dragon in that row throughout the entire game until the treasure is removed. So for only 1 gold, that you'll get some return on that investment. Hump, Ra, Cave, Cadmus. That kills any flying dragon. Heat Wave. Alrighty, so that takes care of what we'll call the normal booster packs. And now, the last one, maybe the best one. Maybe it'll have that Sorcerer that for some reason is so hard to find, even though it's supposed to be the same rarity as every other card and there's every other U1. But this is Chameleon, the final set they ever produced for Wyvern. And it has artwork by new artist. The text is lowercase instead of uppercase, Has new abilities, chameleon effects, and native terrains, and all that good stuff. So, let's see what this chameleon pack has to offer us. And of course, another pack that I absolutely destroy. Why not? Oh, and they come with this. You may have caught a glimpse of that. That is so awesome. Anyway, Chameleon expansion set. So here are the new rules that I'm talking about. You got your native terrain. A dragon with a special ability, native terrain, has the following abilities. It eliminates those terrain cards as if it were a scout. So it doesn't even need to be a scout if it has native terrain river. I'm sure I'll dig one up and we'll see it. But, you know, like, no, I don't have any dragons here with native terrain, but that's okay. So native terrain river, finds a river goes away. Gets a +1 strength modifier while in battle for each of that kind of card in your discard pile, and modifier for each of that kind of card attached to the opposing dragon. Chameleon reaction is a terrain that can either be a terrain or a dragon, which is good for picking off those pesky scouts. A couple of clarifications here. And then a little bit of advertising at the bottom. You can now get the Wyvern Gold coins, Insider's Guide, the newsletter. It says bi-monthly. And there were only 5 of them made, so that was short-lived. I wonder if bi-monthly means twice a month or once every 2 months. Irrelevant for this video. What we have here is some chameleon cards. We've got Delta. Counts as both a river and an ocean for native terrain dragons. If it applies to the dragon that discovers it, basically if it's not a scout or a dragon with a river or ocean as their native terrain, then the dragon's owner must discard a card. I like that. Flag of Truce, pay 2 gold to your opponent. All of your dragons survive this battle. Grave Diggers, return any Dragon Slayer card from your treasure hoard discard pile to your hand. Stolen Equipment, each player selects and discards 1 card from their hand for each face-up dragon in their battlefield. Freya, immediately exchange any dragon or face-down terrain in your battlefield with the top card of your Dragon Lair draw pile. Gold Dig, you gain X gold pieces. X equals the number of gold symbols on the top card in your Dragon Lair discard pile. And finally, Aiwa, Strength 3 Subterranean. Non-subterranean dragons get a -2 strength modifier while in battle. And now, finally, a thing that I'm sure I accidentally showed without even trying to, but we'll pretend that there's suspense for the sake of this. The rare, or if you will, the uncommon one card, Ring of Power. It's not really that great of a card. All of your Dwarven Army battle actions gain +1 strength, can't be cancelled or countered. Only really good in constructed formats where you're going to have, 4 Dwarven Army cards, and then 4 Nibelungs, which I think is a chameleon card that says counts as Dwarven Army, and 4 of something else that says counts as Dwarven Army. Just so specific, but you know what? So hard to find too. And I've got one. I've got a mint one, and that is absolutely wonderful. So, the collector in me, who is quite happy to say, oh, you know what, I should probably leave all these booster packs sealed because I'll have more value that way. When you open them, you get cards like this. So open your booster packs, people. Pull out your cards, build decks, play with each other, and enjoy the game for what it is. I am the CCG collector. This is what the game is for me. A wonderful gift from a wonderful company that is apparently still going strong. Thank you so much for watching. So glad I got to do another one of these videos, and I will see you next time.